Hey everyone, how's it going? Lad from the woods here at Winterfell Camp. Well, it's a hell of a warm day out, 28 Celsius. A week ago, no electricity, freezing my balls off because I didn't get the wood stove put in yet. Yeah, the stove's in, but the pipe isn't. Long story. Anyways, I just got back from a doctor's appointment and some grocery shopping. And I thought, well, I'm gonna go sit outside and open up the table, and I gotta start filling up, hold on here, I gotta start filling up the cups for the this year's crop. I haven't started to germinate them yet, but I'm starting. Hence, that's why you guys are here, because I'm opening the camp back up, and I didn't feel like filming for a while, but I'm okay now. Oh, perfect. I got the washing machine out, so I have to keep moving it to use the microwave and sit at the table, but we're not sitting inside here, we're going outside, but I gotta reheat my coffee first. Whoops. We went 4 minutes, we went 45 seconds. Hey, Mr. Blackie. Blackie the cat's. Hey, buddy. Meow. 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 He answers me, eh? It's weird. Hey, buddy. Warm now, eh? Not like last week when we were cold. Yeah. 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 So there's Blackie for 2023, looking good. Got him on the new food for his urinary tract crystals. I think he's definitely on the improve. I'm not seeing any more blood in his urine, so that's a good sign. Gonna still keep a close eye on him though, because yeah, what you guys hear is the air conditioners. Week ago, no electricity, no heat, freeze my balls off. This week, air conditioners. Oh, Canada weather. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to turn that music off. I get in trouble when I leave my music on, so. Oh, we'll put it on pause till I'm finished with you guys. That was Get Vibe by Tony Holiday. Anyway, I'm actually listening to new tunes because I'm getting ready to do the I'm gonna start doing the Wicked tunes again. Now, where did my lighter go? Thought I brought it here because I wanted to puff on my joint. But yeah, I'm just getting things cleaned up. The yard is an absolute disaster, but it always is in the spring, eh? So that's just the way life is. Stefan is moving on this weekend to his new place in Clayton, which is closer than where he's been in Carlton Place. They plan on taking the Ranger, and that's going into the shop for complete tires, complete redo, windshield. The tent trailer is going back to his house. That's being turned into a permanent ice hut for this winter on Clayton Lake. So that's going to be some new stuff for us to do. And my ATV still at the shop because surprise out of the blue, Elon Musk decides he wants my $350, which is better than the $700 he originally wanted. But yeah, all of a sudden out of the blue, it's like, oh, it's time to have your Starlink. And I'm like, oh, okay. I thought I was going to get a little more warning than that. But anyway, so my ATV repair money, because I still got to give $250 to the shop so I can get my ATV back. But unfortunately, that had to go to Elon Musk for my new Starlink super fast internet here. That's going to make a big change with me doing stuff and uploading and all kinds of things. So yeah, enough of the wireless. We're going to put the, I don't know if you guys can see that all the way up there. We're going to try, when I get it, I'm going to put it over there on the, where I put the tent platform, and I'll just run the wire into the trailer for now. I've got a hole here I can run it through. And if everything works good, I got to call this young lad that fixed my wireless here the last time, and he said he would mount the Star Choice right on top of the 80-foot tower, so there'll be no trouble with anything getting in my way or getting way to the satellite. So I should have a really good connection. So, but yeah, the back is starting to melt, so I don't know, maybe tomorrow we'll see what the weather is doing. But I want to walk out to the back to see where the planters are and get that organized. I talked to one of the workers, Greg, yesterday. He's the one that hurt himself really bad, and he was by yesterday on his ATV. He's just my neighbor, lives over on Sugarbush, and said yeah, he'll be ready to go in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to have him come in and do some trees and clean up and a bunch of that stuff. And Stefan will be coming back after this weekend, after he finished moving. We're going to get the coverage ripped out of the back, move the grow tent so I can put the, I'm filling up the cups, getting ready, but I need to move the tent, take everything out of there, put the table in there for the nursery. That's going to go in the one corner in the back now. Actually, we'll go in there, but I just was wanted to have a coffee with you guys, and I spilled my coffee naturally. I really want to smoke that joint. So two things have to happen. Well, I guess I did. I didn't think I went inside with it. I didn't think the air conditioners were going to kick on like they were running, but I didn't feel them getting cold, but they are now. But it'll take a good hour. By the time it finishes cooling it, the temperature outside will have dropped like super a lot. So, oh, the cat's knocked that down. Big cleanup coming. I'm gonna do the spring cleanup in here, and then I'm hiring someone to come in and do a really deep clean. Yeah, that's good and cold. I actually probably don't even need to replace this air conditioner this year, but I am. I'm gonna. That's a 5,000, and it's a good 15-20 years old, so I'm going to put a new 8,000 in it. They're better on electricity, and you can set the temperature and stuff like that. Okay, I guess I found what I needed. Yeah, definitely cooled off though since when I first came back. Yeah, and the raccoon mess I started to clean up yesterday. Saturdays when the dumps open, so I'm going to finish the cleanup here, and that'll all be gone. And turns out we're going to have to move the garbage bin because all the firewood's going to go here. And I got to put about 9-10 cords, so I mean, it's going to be a fair amount of wood. So what we're thinking is moving the garbage bin. I can't remember how I said we were going to do that. We're going to put it up this way, but with the opening facing the road. Anyway, it's one option, at least for now, until we build the new deck. I'm not sure we're going to get to that this year. We'll see. Stefan has got me doing advertising for his company, and he's giving me a percentage of the his sales. So but that can't start until after this weekend when he finishes moving, and then he's going back on to work. And I'm going to be putting ads on Facebook groups so that he can get more work. That'll be no problem. But every time they call, that's a percentage of the job for me, so I could use the money, believe me. Not making any money here on YouTube. That's okay. It's I know a lot of, especially people that are more likely to watch me are likely less endowed with money. We're the rough backwood hillbilly types. So I guess the initial plan now for summer is the middle 2 weeks of August, like always. Going to go to Sable Beach and go stay at the campground and fish Georgian Bay and maybe Lake Huron. We'll see. And I'm trying to see if Stefan will go with me for the 10 days. I mean, I can go alone. That's not a problem. But it'd be much more fun to have somebody with me. Stefan was still locked into this thing. He doesn't realize he's working for himself, so he could take 10 days off when he wants. Especially since his business has gone so well. He doesn't need to stress about it. But he does need to get away. And then after I'm talking to him yesterday, and I'm not sure he's going to be into it, he starts saying, well, Jace, that's his oldest son, will want to go. I said, so then why don't we bring him? I said, he's probably never been on a trip like that. Fished, and certainly he's never fished Georgian Bay, let alone Lake Huron. So anyway, we're letting that. I told him I'm going to need to know, though, because the other person I'm going to ask if he doesn't go is my friend Chris Smitty, which you guys will have seen already on this channel. He'll definitely go. So, but Stefan, Smitty and I have done all kinds of stuff like that. And not that I don't want to be with Smitty, but Stefan's never done any of that. So he thinks camping is in a tent on the rocky ground and you freeze your balls off. And I'm like, oh, no. That's for kids. No, where we're going, there's like showers and hot water. And then, the campsite that I rent's got running water and electricity. So, none of that nonsense. And then, of course, sleeping in the tent is on a nice cot with a 4-inch, that memory foam shit. Oh, no. Not a chance. So that's what I'm hoping to do once we tear out the back. We get the tent in the corner, the nursery growing. I'll be able to put my cot on the one side, and it'll be longer inside that back of that room. So I'll actually be able to sleep on my cot in the trailer rather than on the futon all the time. And of course, if somebody comes to stay the night, well, I've got the extra bed. It's just I miss sleeping in a bedroom away from the TV in the main part of the house. So anyways, after he gets his construction, his moving done, then that's what we're going to do here. We're going to rip out those cupboards. And then, like I said, the tent's going to go in the right-hand northern, let's say, we're facing this way, so north, south. So the tent will be in this corner. The cot will be on that side. Same wall, which the plumbing comes into the bathroom on the other side of the wall of that room. We're going to run pipes through the wall. We're going to put in, the washing machine is going to be permanently put back there with a drain, and if there's room, a wash sink as well. That'll be handy for when I got the nursery and growing my plants in the back. At least I'll have the water and I don't have to go into the bathroom every time. The bathroom's eventually going to get remodeled anyway, but I'm going to get the back room done first, because then I got to have all the cupboards ripped out in front of the bathroom and have new shelving put in, because I'm going to start stockpiling canned goods and all that stuff. So, but yep, that's the plan. Now the snow literally has disappeared in about 48 hours. It was like, a week ago we're still like with 2.5 feet of snow on the ground, and it's like, whoo. So now you can only see it in the places that don't get a lot of sunlight, eh? But next week it's supposed to be back a little more cooler, around 10 Celsius, 12 Celsius each day, which is fine. That's actually good working weather, because when it warms up like this, the mosquitoes start coming out already, and the black fly will be right behind them. But next week when it cools off, it's already drying out still, no snow, and we're not getting any. And that means you can go out and work. It's going to be nice to do that. So a lot of work going to get done here next week. Greg won't be. I'm just going to plan on Greg coming here at the end of the month. That'll give him It's the 15th on Saturday, so that'll give him a good 2 more weeks for his leg to, you know, settle in. He's only just really started walking on it without this. He had this huge, I've never seen anything like this. When I had my motorcycle accident and I really messed up my leg, I didn't walk for like 9 months, and I just had like a regular cast, but they'd put, you know, pins and screws and shit like that in my ankle, and eventually all that came out and I was able to walk after a lot of physio. But they had this big plastic girder thing. It looked like a girder on his whole leg. Well, in his case, it turns out it was his knee. But I've never seen anything like this, and I'm told this is something that's fairly new. So anyway, he had taken the picture because he was going to come work here in January inside, and then he put that picture up, and I'm like, uh-oh, he really fucked himself. What's going on here? And then, so we hadn't really talked, and then, like I said, he popped by here the other day on his ATV, and that's what's going on. So, but he figured he'd be ready in a couple of weeks, and that'll work out just fine then. So that'll be a big thing. Then we got to go in the back and see, I'm doing my cups, just filling them while I'm talking to you guys. No rush to do them. I mean, I'm not anywhere near ready. That one's fucked. I'm not anywhere near ready. We may start some of them tonight. So, because I can start the nursery one way or another. I'm not too worried about that. I can always, there's still a bit of like leftover. There's 2 plants in there that are kind of half dead and half not. They still got some popcorn buds on them, so I'm just going to bring them outside here and peel off the popcorn buds, and that's the end of those 2. But I'm going to keep the 2 pots because there's only been 1 grow in it, and so I'm going to put those aside. Well, I'll put 1 aside, and then I'm going to put 1 back out, back in amongst the, because they're going to put 20 back there this year. And but once I'm done the nursery, then I'm just going to put 1 pot back into the tent. I tried the 2 plants in the small tent. It's too crowded. It created too many popcorn buds rather than big heavy ones like I like. So I'm going to go back to a single plant at a time. So, and I think I actually get more when I grow 1 plant rather than 2 of them in there. That was the other thing. So I think that's we've learned that one now. So I'm sure I had 40 cups, but I don't know. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I probably have 40 cups. I need 40 cups. 20 for me and 20 for Stefan. Stefan is, actually I should get him started on, because he's not going to be using his big tent for a nursery. And actually I better talk to him about that. See which ones he wants to grow inside. Maybe I'll order the seeds for the LA Confidential, and then he can do the 4 LA Confidentials. I'll see, because I mean, when he moves, like he'll be finished moving by Sunday. They got the truck for tomorrow, you know, big U-Haul thing, and you know, he's got a bunch of people. He doesn't need me. I offered him the, you know, the use of my truck. I can't, you know, move things with weight because of my stents and stuff, but anyway, he doesn't need my truck, so he said, I'm all set. He says, we'll be done by Sunday. And I'm like, oh, okay. So then, like, he'll probably have to, well, he'll go back to, you know, to whatever job he's working on the Monday. But he'll be setting up that tent probably within the first couple of days. He won't be screwing around. So I forgot that he was here yesterday. I forgot to talk to him about it. I was so busy worrying about the outside, you know, and I can't start another plant for my tent inside until the nursery's done with the babies. Then I can do that. I mean, all I'm going to do there is, like, you know, I'll put the 20 for the back. I'll put 1 extra one, whatever it's going to be for this one, and then 4 for him in his tent. I think that's how we're doing it. So, oh, I think these ones I'm going to need to put new holes in. Yeah, these are brand new ones. So, and gosh darn it, you know what else I need too? I need, I ran out of them, I can't believe it, but my Sharpies, Fuck, man, I had like a whole pack. I bought like a pack of 12 Sharpies. They're all gone, man. I don't know what happens to them. I mean, they just disappear, and it's not like I see people walking away with them. Can you guys see down there? That's what I'm doing. That's the Pro Mix that we're using. Pro Mix? Sunshine Mix, number 4. It's already got a bit of stuff in it for the babies, so that gives the babies a nice boost. I'm very happy with how the plant in the tent turned out. I'm smoking it, so... And good weed. I just not happy with all the popcorn buds. Did get big buds, don't get me wrong, but just I could have got a lot more and a lot less popcorn buds. Tomorrow I'm going to a grocery store. If you're in Canada, you'll know it. It's Freshco, and they've got 3.5-pound jars of ghee, which is, you know, butter that's been clarified. Like, you know, you kind of slow boil the water out of it. That's how I make my brownie, you know, for my edibles, stuff like that. But usually I just buy like a pound of butter, but you lose about 25% of the butter because it's, you know, it's water. It's cheap butter. It's not homemade butter. But when you buy ghee, okay, that's all done for you already. And so when you're buying 3.5 pounds of ghee, okay, 3.5 pounds of butter, you're actually getting 3.5 pounds. So anyway, they have it on sale at Freshco for $22, which if you go 3.5 pounds, if you were to buy 3.5 pounds of regular butter right now, it's about $6.50 1 pound. So $6.50 is $13 plus another $6.50 is $18. So you're pretty close, but you don't have to boil it. It's something that you don't have to keep in the refrigerator. Great for camping. Ghee is really good for camping. So, I mean, because you just spread it on your toast and you don't have to worry about it getting too warm in the cooler. Stuff like that, eh? So, anyway, but that's not what we use it for. Well, I will use it for camping, but I mean, I'm going to pick some up tomorrow. And I'm going to take those popcorn buds. I've dried out a bunch of them. And we're going to make some brownie... some happy brownies. That's such a nice deal. Yeah, got really wet and it's actually frozen, so water got in here somehow. I don't know how. It was underneath the table and that was covered with tarp. So anyway, water got in. Keep forgetting this camera does take pictures. I'll have to take some pictures for Patreon there. If you guys want to support the channels, it's patreon.com/ladfromthewoods. And I got, you know, a couple levels there. And that's just for stuff that I'm not allowed to put on YouTube or Twitter or Instagram, which a lot of this weed stuff I can't, so sometimes you just have to work around them. I can host videos on Patreon. They sign me up for something there. And then I don't know if I'm going to bother using this one or not. Oh, my first fly. Yesterday I was getting bit by mosquitoes for the first time. Sitting out here with Stefan yesterday. Okay, well, I don't think there's going to be 40 of those, is there? Oh, beer cups are so cheap, and you always need them anyway, so. Oh. I ordered a thing for the truck so I can clamp the camera on the dash so I can talk to you guys or film the road or whatever we're doing. How many have I got now? Okay, so 3, 5, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So I need 9 more. So when I'm out and about tomorrow at the grocery store, I'll put this on for another, you know, for I'll just buy another bag or whatever. You know, I don't know, they come in 100s, I think, or something. Well, there we go. Oh, somebody's texting me. Maybe that's Stefan. Don't forget to do the cups. No, or either that or it'll be don't forget to do the germination. Watch, let's see. If it's, yeah, there he is. What the fuck am I? He sent me something to do with Marketplace on Facebook. Oh shit. 2,200 bucks. But fuck, I'm looking for a $300 piece of shit. Hang on, guys. He's misunderstanding. I'm looking for a $100 to $500 piece of junk that we're going to completely strip out and rebuild it the way I want. That's a sweet little trailer for $2,200, but that's not what I'm looking for. Unless you want to lend me $2,200, but even so, I want to tear things out. Like I don't want the bathroom. I'm going to tear out the bathroom I'm just going to get like a 20 foot, but I'm going to rip out the bathroom, depending on what the setup is. Put a stand-up shower in there, but sunken a bit, and then we'll put the Valley Head, Nature's Head composting toilet next to it, and it'll sit above, and then of course a curtain in between or a glass door. So anyway, so then there's that there, and then because I don't want to have a black tank, I'll use the Nature's Head, and the shower is gray water, so I can have one very large, or if I leave the black tank on there, then we'll rig it up so that the two are hooked up for gray water. Gray water is easy to get rid of. And then the rest will be designed the way I want it. So, but the main one for me is having the bathroom. I don't want to have to, I mean, I go to a lot of campsites that have bathrooms and stuff, but I'd like to be able to go into places where, you know, I can be independent, but still have, you know, a nice setup. And see, the bed in the back of it, I'll put the bed in the back, but see, underneath the bed, rather than storage, I'm going to put a big, I don't know how many gallons I can put back there. Maybe I can get away with 200-gallon tank. I don't know. 200-gallon is, that's 2,000 pounds. It's 10 pounds a gallon for Canadian gallons. So 200, yeah, so 2,000 gallons, or 2,000 pounds. Okay, we might be okay with that. And we'll see. And then yeah, bed, water tank underneath so it's inside. Then I want to put on the back of it, there'll be a thing that I can run. I have the generator hooked up to the, you know, sitting on the back, but then hooked up into the power inside. And then from there would be the kitchen, will be the next thing. I don't need a monstrous kitchen, but I need something. And then the rest will be just living room, you know, with maybe a little work desk in the corner for a computer. So that'll be my 21-foot trailer, which I will pull behind. The ATV will go in the back of the truck because I got the bigger box. And then the trailer will hook directly to the back, you know, the trailer hitch on the truck, and then the trailer will have a trailer hitch for the boat behind it, and that'll be just fine until the day comes that I you know, get a motorhome. So, but anyway, I've been telling him I just want like a cheapy little piece of shit kind of thing, and then we're going to rebuild it ourselves. So anyway, maybe he's thinking I want one that's all ready to go. No, you know, it's okay. I don't even care if it's ready for this summer. But anyway, I'm bound to find one around here, and of course we'll film that whole performance. It should be interesting as always. So, well, that sun is starting to head down now. You see that through the trees? Not really, eh? Anyway, definitely is cooling off now. Won't be long. I'll have to go in and turn the air conditioners off. Okay, I heard somebody else now text me. Perlator is on its way. Oh? What is that? I know I've got some stuff coming, but I didn't expect it this quick. Oh, they're delivering it tomorrow. Well, that wasn't supposed to be till Monday. Wow. Holy fuck, Perlator. Getting your shit together after the last nonsense you put me through. I don't know what that is exactly. Which order it is. Hang on here. Amazon order has shipped. Where's that length? Of course I'm already a customer. Why do I gotta log in again? Keep me signed in. Apply. Oh, okay. So tomorrow it is my Lively Up coffee, my Dawn soap, that clamp thing for the camera and the hell. This is weird. Your orders, see all. Okay, there we go. All right, so I got Paradiso Dark coffee coming. It's a Canadian blend from Second Cup Coffee I really like. And then I couldn't get my 2.5 liter Dawn Extra Power soap, but they had two equivalent, like two smaller ones, equivalent size, that ended up being the same price. Then I got some, these are like Keurig things when I say the coffee. Then I got Muskoka Roast Dark Bear coffee, which I really like. And then the Bob Marley dark coffee, it's called Lively Up. And then I got that camera thing. And then I got a thing for my hair to when I shower, so I don't always have to get my hair wet, because I don't wash it all the time, because I like to let the oil come out into it and then wash it. Keeps my hair softer and nicer here. I was going to try, what the hell is going on here? Okay, that's the thing I ordered for the camera. So it'll clip on to the dash, or you know, the center mirror. Sorry guys, I got like a million things open here. One thing I noticed with these Samsungs, if you close the all the different apps that, you know, instead of letting them sit open, the power lasts a lot longer. It says it's still 29 Celsius out. This has got to be a record here today. It has to be. Well, it's 29. Don't feel like it anymore, but there's a wind coming up now too, so check the weather for tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's a trip to Carleton Place. Like I said, I'm going to get that ghee, and then we'll do some magic brownies tomorrow. I just have to decarbonate the popcorn buds. Yeah, groceries for my mother and myself in Carleton Place. Deal with my CPAP mask if I can. And that's it back here. And it's Friday. And it's, I'm thinking, if I remember right, the weekend was looking pretty fucking nice. So, unfortunately, we're in a fire ban, although I'd probably get away with having a small fire in my fire pit, but this time of year I like to be careful. Look at this. So 10 p.m. it's only going down to 19 Celsius. Overnight it finally goes down to 10 Celsius. Tomorrow it's going up to 23. Saturday 23 Celsius. Sunday 22 Celsius. So a beautiful sunny weekend. And then Monday, it's going to rain and and 11 Celsius, and then Tuesday 6 Celsius. Yeah, so next week it cools up, and then it just kind of hang around 10 to 13 Celsius all week. So, and then cooler nights 4 Celsius. So anyway, if the ground is dried up over there, I'm gonna have to burn that, I think. I'm gonna set the tent up this year on the pallet, on the, you know, the panel, whatever you call it over there, that thing. The pallets that we put down to make a platform. There it is, a platform for the tent. So we'll keep the tent up. I'll put the gazebo over it. That'll be up for all summer until I go away camping. It only takes me 10 minutes to take it all down. So, because we're going to do things different this year. No fooling around anymore. 60 years old this year, folks. And I mean, spend another winter like I spent this winter doing nothing. I mean, there's a whole 6 months of life wasted. Doesn't mean a lot when you're 20, although it should. But when you're 60, it means a hell of a lot. So, yeah. Well, it's 6:35, so there's a bit of traffic out, eh? Yeah, she's holding at 29 Celsius. Wow. Yeah. I think, too, I'm going to fix up my paperwork to cross the border, even though I've always said I would never cross the border and stuff. But the problem here, if I want to go live on the road after my situation changes here, and I mean, it's great, I can go out to Vancouver Island and stay out there in the winter because there's less snow, but, you know, they do get snow there and it does get cold. And you know, there are some people actually I wouldn't mind visiting in the States, and one of them is down near Massachusetts. Some friends I know there that I've never been to Massachusetts. I have no desire to go there, but I do have a desire to see my friends there. And I have a cousin in Washington State. He's going to try and come here. He's the one with the cancer of the spine, but they're trying to come here to visit this summer. So we'll see what happens there. But, you know, and my little brother is in California, and I thought, well, you know what? It doesn't mean I have to go to the States every year, but let's say I wanted to take a tour, like Dave's RV Life. Is that the name of the channel? The one I always watch, the guy, you know, Dave from Pennsylvania. And he does that whole southern thing to stay away from the snow. And it's not that I have a big desire to hang around deserts or get away from snow, but it's, you know, just to say I did it once kind of thing. You know, I always used to say I would never set foot in California, so I could go to my grave saying I never set foot in California. But, and I'd probably be the only family member that hasn't set foot there. But my brother is there up in the mountains, and where he lives is actually quite beautiful. You'd almost think it was Canada there. But anyway, we'll see what happens. But I might want to just do a tour like that and then come back up here or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's definitely something that I've added to my list. I need all my paperwork fixed up to be able to cross the border properly, because, you know, things are way more complicated than the last time I was across the border, which was back in the 90s. So I want to make sure that's all, you know, all my paperwork's up to date and done properly, so that no muss, no fuss kind of thing. And I mean, I could leave Canada for good, you know, by more than 6 months. You know, that's the only thing about traveling down there, is that no matter what I do, before 6 months is up, I have to set foot back on this side of the border, because you're not allowed to stay, you know, and I could lose my residency status, or whatever they call that. Anyways, it's all legal stuff because of my dual citizenship, and I don't want to ever leave Canada permanently, you know, or not be able to come back here. Like, no, this is where I belong, not down there. So maybe that's why I say I'm going to talk to a lawyer, and not a lawyer, but, you know, yeah, a lawyer to pick some things up, because the only thing is, I was thinking about renouncing my American citizenship, which Canada doesn't tell me I have to do, but I don't know. I feel like I want to do that because of, you know, everything Canada's done for me and stuff, where America's done nothing. And I would have never stayed there anyways. So, but don't think that I have a hate on or anything. It's not like that. It's just, you know, my birthright and my birth blood is all Canadian. So even though I did live in Michigan and did growing up there in the summers and stuff. So I love Michigan. I wish it was part of, well, at least the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, I wish it was part of Canada. And then the other places that should have stayed with Canada would have been Alaska. So that's probably the only state in the whole Union of states that I could go live there and I'd be happy, because it's not a whole lot different than Yukon or Northwest Territories. So, you know, and, you know, it's mostly native anyway, and the natives aren't Canadian or American, they're natives. So, you know, they, that's who I be hanging with anyway. So, but, yeah. So yeah, once this motorhome thing goes, we go on the road, we'll film it and all that. But I definitely do. We'll do at least one trip down there, at least one. So, and I mean, depends. I mean, if my friend's in Massachusetts, it's a good time, and I end up hanging out there for a bit. Well, you know, there you go. And if I don't, there you go too. Anyway, that's way ahead of ourselves right now. Clean up, get these babies going. I gotta actually go inside and pull out my germinating. You know what, I might do something totally different, because those trays are so small. Look at that big tray over there on the ground that I use to feed the squirrels. I think I'll bring that inside. I'll clean it up. I will cover the bottom with paper towels, not on that side but the other side that's smoother. Then I will see, I need my Sharpie, so I got to put Sharpies on the list tomorrow. Then I'll make out all the little squares for the different breeds. That should fit in the oven, because I keep it in the oven with the propane what do you call it, the pilot light running, and it keeps it nice and toasty in there. And that way there I can just pull it out, spray it with water. You got to keep it damp, because I use the paper towel method to germinate. And I should be able to do all 40 plants at once. Well, no, it would be 46 plants in total. No, 40, 4 for him extra, 44, 45 plants in total. So yeah, I think that's going to be my new system right there. We'll see if it works, because I was using like these, you know, the Ziploc plates with the tops on them. You don't really need to have the top on it to keep it humid. Just, you know, you got to check on them and keep spraying, you know, with the spray bomb, which I think I need a new one of those, because it looks like this one gave up the ghost here, fell down, and then I don't know, something happened. There's a hole in it. So all right, well, I don't know what else to say to you. This is 43 minutes already, so I'll split this into 2 anyway. So we got a nice weekend coming ahead. I guess I'm going to do some laundry. Oh, what do we got now? We'll do some more laundry, get that finished up. And there we go. So I'll see you guys tomorrow when we head out to, I'll take you with me to Carleton Place. And yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay, everyone, be good, be cool. Please like, share, and subscribe. The liking and the subscribing really helps with the algorithms. That is like big time, big time. So if you guys can do that, that helps, you know. And like, share, subscribe, you know, so I've said that. And then, of course, I have the Patreon if you want to help support the channel. There's always ongoing expenses and needs here. So as you can see, I live in a trailer. I don't live like a millionaire. So, because I'm not, never will be. So I don't buy lottery tickets, so it's a never will be. You can't win if you don't buy them, right? So anyway, everybody be good out there. The address for just about everything is at Lad from the Woods. Twitter, Lad from the Woods. Instagram, Lad from the Woods. Substack, Lad from the Woods. Now there on Substack, I write different articles for the different sites like UFO or Wicked Tunes or whatever. So if you want to read articles I've written. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, everyone be good. We'll see you soon. Bye.